Greetings everyone, Eric here, and welcome back to a brand new product review. Sorry this one's a little late, had a little bit of personal issues. Depression sucks. So yeah, this one's coming out a little late, but anyway, I'm going to be doing a product review of something that you probably have seen in pretty much every video I've ever made, almost. It's a product that I use a lot, and I should have done a review of this a long time ago, but without further ado, the product I'm going to be reviewing is, of course, Manga Studio, or as it is now called, Clip Studio Paint. That's right. They have officially done away with the Manga Studio title. It'll be called Clip Studio Paint, hence why the video's both names. When I bought mine, it was still Manga Studio, specifically EX5, so I'm using the EX version. So yeah, pretty much this is my favorite art tool ever. I think it's worth every penny that you're going to pay for it. But thankfully, the lovely people over at Celsius/Smith Micro do sales all the time. If you go to the website, I believe you can just sign up for their email system, and they will email you anytime they have sales. They have sales all the time, so definitely keep an eye out. You'll be able to pick up a copy pretty cheap. I don't know if they still sell the physical copies. I bought mine a physical copy, but the digital copy is just as good. It just means that you can go on their website to download it all the time, and that's also where you're going to get your updates from, so keep an eye out for that. But anyway, let's just jump over right into the program, and I'll show you a couple of the key features that kind of show you why I love this program so much. Hey guys, before I switch you over to that actual part where I show you the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon. You guys can go over and help support me, which will help pay the bills, which is lovely. But it'll also help me get products so I can review for you guys. I have a basic tier where you can pay as whatever you want. But I have one tier of if you pay $5 or more, you get a free digital sketch commission of whatever you want. It'll be roughly about this size, which is about half of your standard paper. But yeah, that's all it'll be. So you can head over to patreon.com/ericfares to find me, support me, and yeah, thank you. And let's get to the part where I get to show you the program. All right, so now we're on the computer. So what I'm going to do real quick is bring it up, and boom. So as you can see up here at the top, it has changed its name. Originally, this always said Manga Studio EX. What I did was I updated to the newest version of Manga Studio, and in that update, it automatically changes your program to Clip Studio Paint. Now, you won't have to worry about that because if you buy this program, it's already going to be Clip Studio Paint. So, like I said, this is the EX version, which is kind of their all the features version, and it's really cool. A cool thing to note, if you already have Manga Studio EX5 and you do the update, any of your settings that, like, as you can see, the layout and all will be preserved. Mine were, yours should be as well, so don't worry about that. So yeah, it kept all my stuff. It kept the dark theme. It kept my layout every the way I want it. So some basic features you're going to notice right away is you have everything that you would normally have in any art program that you really need. Things like your toolbar over here, which gives you all the tools you need. You got your magnifier, you got your move operation with your selection tool, your move layer, auto select, which is basically your magic wand tool if you're used to Photoshop, eyedropper, and then you got your drawing tools, you got your pen tools, basically your pencil tool, which is your different types of pencils. And I use a custom one that I got on a website, but you can just make your own or find custom ones. There's a lot of famous artists and comic artists online who make their own, so you can look up your own. This one's just designed to mimic what a 2B pencil looks like. You have your brushes, which you can have like different types of techniques for brushes, like watercolor, oil paints, India ink. So it's really cool because you can mimic effects that you would get in real life anyway. You got your airbrush, again, just mimics airbrush techniques, which is really awesome. So if you like doing airbrushing and you want to mess with those, there's a bunch here. They're really cool. Next, you have a bunch of different tools here. This is a bunch of things. So as it says here, decoration or like decorations, which is what it is. Right now, I'm set to artificial scenes, which is stuff like I can make iron fences, which here, I'll even open up a new file for you. I have my own template that I made. So yeah, what this does is as you're drawing, it'll do basically a fence, and you can see it'll even correct it for you, so it'll make it look as cool as you can. It's really awesome, and it comes in handy, especially depending on the effect. You got your eraser tool, you got your color mixing, you have your basic fill tool, you got your gradation, which is actually pretty cool. It's got a bunch of things like night sky, which is really nice. You can do little effects. You have your line tool, or your figure tool as they call it, so you can do your basic, straight lines and stuff. You can do your curved lines, which, 2-point and then curve. But yeah, there's so many awesome tools. You got your text here, contour correction line, which allows you to mess with stuff like this, so you can like sit there and mess and make custom shapes and stuff, and it's really cool. You have your basic layout, you have your color stuff here, color wheel and color sets, which is your palettes. You have your settings here for your tools, the type of tool, tool properties, brush sizes, your navigator, which is this thing, which lets you do angle as well, and you can also reset things, which you actually can put custom things up here. Like I have a flip horizontal, which just flips the page. You have your layers with a bunch of other stuff like your history and your auto actions. You got your layer properties and a bunch of other stuff that I never use. Again, there's a lot of stuff that I've never used, and there's so many tools here. It's amazing. The main selling feature that I really love for this program, and that I think really does sell this freaking program, let's see if I can find it, is the frame tool. This is awesome because it basically says, hey, you want to make your own comic page? Well, boom, you just made a panel. So yep, I just made a panel. And what I can do is I can divide it even further by just doing this. And I can do cuts here. I can do cuts and just hold shift if you want to do a straight line or a straight angle. And boom, I can do that. I can cut this up here or do it at an angle. And you can do this, and basically you've just made a bunch of panels. And it blues out areas that are the gutters. And if I draw within this, you'll see nothing in the gutters. So that's a great tool for keeping organized when you're inking. So this is a huge selling feature. But not only that, but if I close this, when you make a template or when you make a new page, there's all these cool features here, which will give you like different types of sizes and stuff like that. I made my own custom one, which I have right here. I think I use Command Paper. But you see all this stuff? These are your guidelines. These are those blue lines, which I'll open up here. Oh, right. I need a blah test comic-y. As soon as you open that up, which give it a sec, it takes a moment to load. Boom. Now this will allow you to add like pages and stuff. So I can easily just sit here and I can do different things like adding a page, which is awesome. Again, it's going to take a sec just because I'm doing this all, while I have everything open. But you can add pages, you can keep organized, it'll keep everything here. So you open up a page and you got your blue lines, which are what you use for guidelines and stuff like that. It's so freaking cool. I absolutely love this program. This is a huge selling feature for me because it means you don't have to make your own like custom templates or anything like that. That are just blank images. You can literally save this as a single template in the program, and every time you want to open it, you just go to File, New, and select that template like I did there. And these count as rulers. So if I was coming in here and making a frame, and I were to do this, if I were to select this inner thing, you see I'll snap to it, which is really convenient. So boom. Now I know it's pretty much set up perfectly to that inner live area. And I can easily edit things by just, going into here, clicking on that, and I can pretty much just hold Control, which allows me to edit things. I believe one of these tools, there we go. The tool right here, I forget what it was called. I think it was the operation. Yeah, that'll allow you to mess with things so you can sit here and, screw with it. It's going to be a little laggy just because, I'm sitting here messing with it myself. But yeah, you can do all that kind of stuff. You can cut this up. You can even make it so each frame is its own different layer. So if you want to keep things organized. So yeah, you guys can see clearly why I love this program so much. I highly recommend it. If you're an artist, whether you just do regular art, whether you do kind of painted art, sketching, storyboarding, just doing comics especially, because this is designed for comic artists. But if you love art of any of those types, you got to pick this up. It is an amazing program. I use it all the time. It is the only program I use. I may try out other programs, but I will always come back to Manga Studio, or Clip Studio as it's called. I gotta get on point with calling it Clip Studio now because that's what it's called. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any ideas of anything you want to see reviewed, leave it in the comments. Let me know if you guys use this program and how you like it and all that kind of stuff. I would just like to remind you again that I have a Patreon. You can go over there and check it out. Patreon.com/EricFaries. So you can help support me so I can keep doing this and so that I can bring you guys more cool reviews. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.